So it was just announced that Indiana Governor Mike Braun has called a special session to redraw Indiana's congressional districts, something that's never been done before. Because remember, redistricting is when each state has to redraw their congressional district lines based on changes in population. It happens once every 10 years after a census, and we just did that a few years ago. And when this happens, it's true, both Democrats and Republicans have played with the system to try to gain an edge, but that's not what's happening here. This has never happened before. Now, what makes this historic is this is being done because President Trump is basically demanding that Republican states intentionally redraw their districts to remove Democrats from elected office in the next election, essentially taking the decision out of the hands of the voter, out of your hands. Now, statewide polls have been done that show that this move goes against what Hoosiers want. Only 31% of voters support this effort to redraw the map mid-decade. The map was just redrawn. Republicans already hold 7 out of the 9 seats, and this is actually going to cost at least $500,000, but probably closer to $1 million tax dollars. And even Republican primary voters overwhelmingly are against this. And meanwhile, our lawmakers, while they're doing this, there's things that they're not doing, things that matter most to working families. As I've said before, Indiana ranks at the bottom for personal income, wage growth, public health, public education. We're all in the tank here. Things that we should be working on. 38% of Indiana households live at or below the ALICE threshold, which means they're struggling to afford basic needs like housing, childcare, healthcare, transportation, and those are people who work full time. The average family of 4 these days needs at least $74,000 per year just to cover essentials, and that is far above what many working Hoosiers are earning right now. These are problems, and those are things we should be working on because they're kitchen table issues, and they're kitchen table issues because so many of our families are struggling to survive. Redistricting is not a priority, but survival should be.